thousand stones, big enough to drag me down where I am. People's voices make hollow sounds. Just be quiet and they'll go away. Open up your eyes. Don't let your mind tell the story, yeah. Open up your eyes. Just let me go. It's so safe. It's so safe floating in the glass, while above all your troubles pass. Just be quiet and they'll go away. Open up your eyes. Don't let your mind tell the story, yeah. Open up your eyes. Just let me go. And open up your eyes. Don't let your mind tell the story here. Open up your eyes. Just let me go, let me go, let me go. Open up your eyes. And just let me go. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. That was a song by Tonic called Open Up Your Eyes. And you may or may have not noticed that I tend to like a lot of 90s jams and alt-rock jams. But that's just my jam, man. Like, there's a lot of good music out there still. It's harder to find, but I haven't found anything that scratches the itch the way earnest, emotional, angsty rock music from that genre, from that generation, really just sort of connects to me on an emotional level. There's lots of good pop. There's some good conscious rap being made. There's some interesting alt projects that I've liked that have come out in the last 5 years, but just not a lot that really connects to me on that emotional wavelength the way that the cynical music of my youth really did. It captured something, and I am one of those things. We have... What the hell is the Festival World Tour? What the hell is this? Pre-constructed shenanigans that I pay for? No thanks. No thanks. We're going to say no thanks on that one. The game is random enough, okay? I'm not going to take a pre-con. Forget you, man. We have Premier Drafting and Traditional Drafting. Is Quick Drafting for Zendikar up or no? What's Quick Draft this week? Theros. Barf. When Quick Draft is back for this, which apparently I just missed it, we'll probably do a series of Quick Drafting with Zendikar to see if we can figure out exactly what the format is. For now, let's have a look at... I wanted to compare these two different Rakdos builds I have, because my one concern was enchantments. Do I have to worry about enchantments at all? Like with the Jund deck, I'm making a little bit of a comeback, the Jund Sacrifice deck. They have that 2-mana enchantment that just gives them artifacts and gives them card draw forever and ever and ever. And this deck has absolutely no answers to it. But isn't there enchantment hate in black now? Oh, right. I don't even know if I have it because it's a new card, right? Not collected. Destroy. Not destroy. Enchantment. Feed the Swarm. Destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life. Okay, so Feed the Swarm is possible. And also there's, wasn't there a card that made you sacrifice an enchantment, or did that rotate out? Sacrifice. Libation is still in. Okay. So, Libation could also be fine. And Libation, what's the benefit of Libation over Feed the Swarm? It's more expensive, but it is instant. There's some value in that. It doesn't cost us any life, but honestly the life cost doesn't matter that much. These are just two cards I think we need to keep in the back of our head if we run into enchantment heavy strategies and we feel like we need more tools. Feed the Swarm and Libation. Important to consider. So we've been playing this one, which for those of you who have seen a couple episodes of the show know what we're looking at here. This is one of many variations of this particular strategy. They're all a little different. As you saw in the previous version, there was the return creature from the graveyard card in there, and there was a bigger spread of creatures at different casting costs to potentially make that card a little better. But it seems like the Big Dargon and Rankle are not entirely necessary for this deck to do what it wants to do, which is really just to win an attrition war, to get you down on the ground and drag you to the bell until you lose. This isn't a one-punch knockout deck. This isn't a beat you in the first round deck. This is a drag you to the mud and make you exchange punches until you win, with this deck being able to be pretty grindy. I feel like I have been playing Magmatic Channeler a little wrong. I should be using it a little more aggressively, even when I don't think I need to. And so far the sideboard seems pretty reasonable, pretty self-explanatory. I might end up cutting Nightmare here for like a Libation or a Feed the Swarm. But we'll see. Alright, Henry. Let's give it a shot. It's been so long since I played Magic that playing it again gives me like a low-level anxiety. Is that the stupidest thing you've ever heard? I feel like it's stupid. Okay. We got 3 lands, we got a piece of removal and 2 Kroxes. This is not a very good hand, but it appears we are against the mill deck once again, so it's probably fine. These Kroxes are going to get activated pretty quickly. Oh, there's another deck I did want to explore. Apparently there's a Grixis Kroxa deck that looks like it might be kind of fun. Give me the grab, baby. Oh yeah, do my job for me. We got turn 4 Kroxa here, folks. But I think we're going to apply pressure first. care about here is hitting our lands. They're going to give us more than enough fuel for our Kroxa plan. I understand why people hate this deck, though, because we just started and we're already down a quarter of our deck. It is a really incredibly fast mill clock. So holding up counter magic here. We're going to go in with our swing. Because we know he's holding up counter magic, we can't really get Heartless through. We really should have played this as our land. That was a mistake. We're going to have to take an extra 3. We'll run it like this. If they counterspell, great. Doesn't matter. If not, next turn we get the double spell. Oops. Sure. Probably playing the dust. Okay. That's fine. We got lots of ways to win. Okay. Ooh, wow. 2 main deck Klings, and he had them in hand. That actually might be too hard for us to surmount, folks. That's pretty gross. So, huh. Main deck, 2 main deck Klings this early. I have not seen aggressive anti-Kroxa tech in main versus these decks normally, so this is a first. Yep. So we still can't kill this. Actually, let's kill this. No, they'll just cast that and immediately get another one, right? That's probably fine, though. Yeah, we probably don't need to kill that. Ox is pretty good here. This doesn't really matter because it's just going to get milled. So he continues to not play this. Have to start blowing some stuff up here. 2 of those on the field is too many to be reasonable. So now, this isn't in his hand yet, right? So I think we're going to blow one up anyway. I think we probably just go Ox now. Yep. Those are both pretty good, huh? Yeah, we really don't need more land. Bye-bye. How does that matter? I'm just going to cast it again. Uh-huh. I understand what's happening, right? Bye-bye. I'm not sure what his out is here now. Like main deck extinction event. Sure. So we can claim our ox now. Okay. Okay. Couldn't have played that anyway because it's legendary. Thanks for the prompt there, MTG. So since he's the discard deck, we take out Mire, Triton, we take out most of these Calls the Deads. We bring in a little more removal. I'm going to go 61, sure. They're the discard deck, who cares? I should go 75. Yeah, I'll show them. Don't do that, folks. We have not played a lot of games in New Standard, but most of them have been against this deck. Well. Yeah, I guess. I think we'll chuck the Liliana. Oh, you went to 5. Okay. Oh, those would have been good ones to draw. But we need the black source anyway. He has so few cards. We could have held up Bone Crusher here, but I don't want to Bone Crusher this. And drawing that out to stop our Bone Crusher being countered is awesome. Wow, it's pretty desperate. Nightmare, Scavenger, or Bone Crusher? Huh. Scavenger's currently only a 2/3. Probably fine still. Wow. Okay. Sure. So that was the worst case scenario for us, was that he immediately had the land replay. So we can cast this for 3, which is enough, right? We don't really have any action at the moment. Death Dweller would be pretty rough against us right now. That would hurt. He's just going to burn one of his own things to draw a card. We are definitely flooding out. Definitely flooding out, folks. Sure. Holy shit. Perfect. And we have 8 cards, so we need 1 more. Unless he has another cling, which would suck. Burn his face. It's not in our hand. And then I'm gonna do this. And we'll try to cast Ox, right? Still vulnerable to extinction event here. Got to keep that in mind. So we were going to discard the land, but since this happened, this. Looks like we win, folks. Well, the game really is easy if everyone just plays the same deck. Y'all gotta stop playing the same deck. Well, if our opponent is aggro, this hand is great. If they're control, this hand is absolute dog shit. No way to know. Got 3 lands, a peak land, and Krox set. It all seems kind of okay. Okay, starting off like the rogue deck, but who knows? Who knows? Please counter this. It'll be funny. Come on, counter it. Come on, Essence scatter me. This could be Dimir control, which is a little tougher, I think. The one that runs Ashiok. We are definitely drawing too much land. So in this matchup, we want to bring in our Duresses, Nightshades. He's done nothing for 4 turns. Like, actual nothing for 4 turns. Oh, I shouldn't have played the land there. I keep playing the land at the beginning of the turn. I have to remember that you can't do that. That was a misplay. No big deal. It sucks that we ended up in the control matchup with a hand of triple Heartless Eye. Pretty shitty. We're kind of hoping he Ashioks here because we do have the Murderous Rider. And more land, huh? Stop. This card does tend to be control. And we might actually have a target for Heartless Act soon. The only things we really care about are Ashiok at the moment. Okay. Let's start out with our swing. And try to kill this. There's no counter magic at the moment. We might end up playing this back. Oh, that's good. So, Dimir Control. Primarily an Ashiok deck. Unfortunately, we only have the 2 Murderous Riders, which makes that a little awkward. We do have the Blood Chief's Thirst as well, though. So we bring in Duresses. What are we bringing out in this matchup? Probably just the Heartless Axe. Heartless Axe don't seem like they do much, whereas the Blood Chief's Thirst can get the Planeswalkers. We bring in the Nighthawk Scavengers. Are we trying to get them to dead faster? They might have the Maze Mind artifact thing, so we could maybe want to bring in Shredded Sails. What are we doing? We're trimming some stuff. Bone Crusher doesn't seem particularly good here. Maybe we just swap some Bone Crushers for Nighthawk Scavengers. Sure, let's try this. I don't know how you're supposed to sideboard in all these matchups yet. I'm still sort of relearning the game again. Woof. It'd be a great hand if one of these cards was a land. Okay. This is too many lands, but I think I have to keep it. It's too many lands, but I think I have to keep it. Huh. Not liking the hand here because we don't have We don't have multiple answers to Ashiok, which is a little concerning. So we probably Kroxa here and then Duress next turn. Like Duress and Kroxa next turn. He should probably just scatter here. He's not getting much better of a scatter. Yeah. Probably draws out a neutralize here. If he Ashioks, at least we have the response, and he will be cast down. So we won't be able to do anything about it. And we are just slowly and steadily moving towards being able to cast Kroxa from the yard. Interesting. Okay, so now do we want to Ox? I mean, Ox just gets countered here, right? Yeah, Ox just gets countered there. So that probably kills us. That probably kills us. Unfortunately. Damn it. I'm just going to play this because we're probably just going to end up having to Ox next turn. And this was my concern about the deck not having answers to enchantments. So this probably gets countered. Then we cast Magmatic Channeler. Heartless Act. This is interesting. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario there. Huh. Cool. It's weird that I'm going to have to Murderous Rider a land. Sure. Uh-huh. Yeah. I would say I wouldn't have attacked. I would have just leveled the, or done the Scryland. Especially because we can chump this forever. I think that was questionable. Okay. We definitely don't need these. Not an artifact land. Okay. So, let's start out with our attack here. Draw a counter spell. Man, I wish we had one more land. Oh, we don't even have double black. What the hell? Weird. Okay. That's pretty interesting. So we don't have our flippy guy anymore. So we're kind of dead in hand right now. This could actually be really hard to finish if he draws hot. And we draw ice, ice cold. Well. One spike kills him though, which is kind of funny. I think we have one left in the deck. Boner also does it. Sometimes you just got to constantly corner, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Well, I feel like that was a pretty good set. We beat a deck that was the most popular deck, is the most popular deck. And we beat a deck that actually has a lot of tools to beat us, but just didn't draw particularly well. I still am going to keep playing this deck and see if we can get to at least Platinum. We're not super concerned about the Mythic grind this time around, unless for whatever reason the game feels that compelling. But Legends of Runeterra is in kind of bad shape right now because they continue to fuck up their balance patches. They're like where Magic was 6 months ago. So we may be hanging around Magic for a while until Legends of Runeterra gets their shit together. But this has been Gravity Groove for another episode of Not Safe for Work Magic. If you have enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Please comment, say anything. Tell me about a beach towel that you're in love with. Tell me about your favorite ham sandwich. Tell me about your zodiac sign. Really, just say anything. YouTube wants you to comment, okay? It's not me. I don't care if you just want to lurk. I'm a lurker too. But YouTube cares, man. YouTube cares. Thanks so much for hanging out, and we do hope to see you around the next time. And if there's any particular song you might want me to sing, if it's not too silly, if it's in my range, put it in the comments. Maybe I'll sing it. Who knows? But until next time, I will see you. Boom! Later. Thanks for hanging out.